As the rush toward the playoffs gets closer, we are set on a beautiful night here in Jamestown, New York for Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball. Hello everyone, I'm Dre Guinness alongside Sebby Gibbs, and tonight the Tarp Skunks, who got washed out yesterday in Newark, a game that, while there was a heavy downpour of about 20-25 minutes, made the field completely unplayable. So that game against Newark last night, getting scrubbed will not be made up, as there is a rule in the PGCBL that there are no doubleheader makeup games after July 14th. Well, the next time the Tarp Skunks play in Newark is July 15th. Just one day too late, so that game will not be made up, which makes tonight the doubleheader against Geneva and the rest of the schedule going all the way down the wire extremely important. The Batavia Mugdogs and the Niagara Falls Americans, both with 20 wins on the season, they are sitting at the top of the Western Division. Jamestown is in third, followed right behind by Auburn. Auburn, who has currently sitting in with a record of 16-13, or make that 17-10-4. Jamestown with one more win, 18. And Elmira, not too far off the pace, 16-13-1. Newark 14-14-1. So it is still right now a 6-team chase, even though the cream is starting to rise to the top. And Sebby, speaking of cream rising to the top, the All-Stars for the PGCBL have been announced, and Batavia and Jamestown tying with the most All-Stars. Tell us who we got wearing the stars in their jerseys.
So, Jamestown Tarp Skunks have two pitchers, that being Christian Pensek, who recently threw a no-hitter, and Nick Iannello. The catcher, Jacob Haynes. The third baseman, Brady McGuire. The fielder, Justin Bremner. First baseman, Nolan Smith. Then Nathan Borchardt, and then Dom Costello, or the Godfather, all got nods for the All-Star. So, great for the Tarp Skunks.
Yeah, so 8 All-Stars on the team, and I could say right off that there are definitely many more deserved, but there are just so many spots. As an absolutely beautiful strike for the ceremonial first pitch here tonight. And the Niagara Americans coming in tonight, losing last night by a score of 5-4 to the Batavia Mugdogs. They had a lead. Batavia tied them up in the 8th inning. In the 9th inning, actually tied them up, and in the 10th inning ended up with the walk-off in Batavia. This is going to be a trap game. Every time the Tarp Skunks play Niagara always plays us tough. And the reason for that is they are a very good ball club. They're just not as deep on the roster as they would like to be. Of course, we talked to Mal Romanin, the owner of the Ironbacks, their first trip, and they only had a couple of months to get everything to going, as opposed to the Tarp Skunks and every other team in the league that gets their recruiting starting in late August, early September. So this is still a very dangerous team. They do have an all-star in their right fielder, Alex Keene. So it's going to be very tough for the Tarp Skunks, currently sitting in third place in an away game position for the playoffs. And, of course, everybody's hoping for that home game playoff. They've got Newark. They've got actually Geneva coming in on Sunday for that doubleheader. They've got at Newark, at Niagara Falls, back home against Niagara Falls on Thursday, back at Niagara Falls on Friday. The Ironbacks here. This is going to be a very long week for the Tarp Skunks, as they have 9 games in a row from Tuesday all the way through next Wednesday, when the Elmira Pioneers come into town. And actually, one of those games, or 2 of those days, this Sunday and next Sunday, double headers. One versus Geneva, and one versus the Elmira Pioneers. Well, the starting lineups are being announced here in Jamestown. We are almost set for Tarp Skunks baseball, so we'll step away for the playing of both the Canadian and the American national anthems.
The playing of O Canada. We ask that you please stand as we play the Star Spangled Banner.
As we're set for baseball here at Russell E. Detrick Park here in Jamestown, New York, Drake Innes alongside Sebby Gibbs. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups first for the visiting Niagara Falls Americans who come in
first
with
inning
a record
better
of 4-26 on the season. Leading off and playing center field is going to be Matt Evans. Carter Shin will bat second and play shortstop. The all-star for the Ironbacks, Alex Keene, will bat third and play right field. Andrew Bishop will be the extra hitter. Marcus Butts will bat fifth and be behind the dish. Chase Hubble will bat sixth in left field. The third baseman, Carter Kipp, bats seventh. Batting eighth, Bryce Petrosian, the first baseman. The designated hitter batting ninth, Grayson Briggs, and Caden Wilson, batting 10th, will play second base. On the mound for the Ironbacks will be Jack Kemp. We'll get his stats in just a moment. As the PGCBL website has finally come back up, I'm able to pull up the stats. We'll get you those as we go through the ball game. For the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, leading off and playing first base will be Nolan Smith, one of 8 Tarp Skunks All-Stars, along with fellow All-Star Jacob Haynes behind the dish batting second. Ben Slanker, the newcomer, making waves here in Jamestown, will bat third and play left fielder. The right fielder, Justin Bremner, also an All-Star, will bat fourth. Nathan Borchardt, the 5th All-Star tonight, will bat sixth and be the extra hitter. And the 6th and final All-Star in the starting lineup, Brady McGuire, will play third and bat sixth. Brady Marshall at short will bat seventh. Joaquin Rodriguez Costa will be the designated hitter batting eighth. Aiden Lasco will be at second batting ninth. And Matthew Dumas will bat 10th. Hunter Bell on the mound for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Let's take a quick look at the weather. 81 degrees, feels like 86, and we are set for baseball here in Jamestown as Hunter Bell kicks and throws. And the first pitch taken for a strike. Game starting right on time, 6:30 p.m.
Yeah, it's always great to have first pitch strikes, too.
It's great.
The first hitter, Matt Evans.
Yeah, it's a great way to start an at-bat. Get ahead early as that one finds his own 0-2.
He has a very interesting bat wave. Waving big wave, ready for that pitch as it's 0-2 count.
Looks like a lumberjack hacking at some wood up there. As there's a fly ball out to left field. Slanker, easy play, one away. And that is how we get started here in Jamestown. Hunter Bell coming in with a record of 0-1. This is his 6th start, 6th appearance. 8.22 ERA on the season, 15 in the third inning. He's pitched so far this season, 19 hits, 18 runs, 14 of those earned. He has walked 6, struck out 13. as that's going to bring up Carter Shin, the Niagara shortstop. First pitch up and away for a ball, 1-0. Shin, I think definitely one of a couple of Ironbacks that could have and possibly should have been named All-Stars. Alex Keene, Carter Shin, as there's a ground ball too short. Brady Marshall has it. Throw on a first. In time, 2 away. 6-3 on the putout. And Hunter Bell rolling along early here in the top of the first inning. As Alex Keene, the Ironbacks All-Star, stands in.
Playing right field tonight.
Yep.
The one and only Ironback All-Star.
Yeah, but going back, I think you can make a case for Carter Shin and Grayson Briggs that they deserved it as well. Just an unfortunate. It's a rough first season. Won't say unfortunate. Ground ball to short. High hop. Marshall has it. Throws on to first. Dug out by Smith at first, and an easy 1-2-3 inning for the Ironbacks. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Niagara nothing. Tarp Skunks coming to bat.
At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
Looking to feed the family, the whole team, or just your own hungry self? Honest John's has you covered. We're talking fresh-made subs, crispy wings, and pizza so good you might just start happy dancing. Trust Honest John's for takeout, delivery, and easy online ordering so you can get the goods without lifting more than a finger. Or stop in for our famous all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. From crispy wings to cheesy pies, Honest John's satisfies. Order now at honestjohns.pizza.
No scores. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Due up for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks will be Nolan Smith, Jacob Haynes, and Ben Slinker. They will be facing Jack Kemp for the Ironbacks, 2-0. This is his 10th appearance, 3rd game started. 23 2/3 innings, he's given up 25 hits, 18 runs, 16 of those earned, 15 walks, and 16 strikeouts. Hitters hitting .275 against him.
This broadcast is brought to you by Wegmans, proud sponsor of CCS-TV's coverage of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. At Wegmans, every day you get our best, from farm-fresh ingredients to helpful people who care. Stop in today and see how Wegmans is helping people live healthier, better lives. One meal at a time. As that one's fouled off to the first base bleacher.
Nolan Smith standing in, one of 6 offensive Jamestown Tarp Skunks named to the All-Star team, 8 in total. He falls behind 0-1 as there's another foul off to the right side, 0-2. For Smith comes in, hitting .333, 32 hits and 96 at-bats, 3 doubles, 18 RBIs.
Yeah, this Tarp Skunks lineup likes to stay above 300 usually, as that one's outside for a ball, 1-2 count. This Tarp Skunks lineup has been very consistent, over 300 batting, as their top of the order is always. And there's been a couple of games where every batter's been over 300. So Tarp Skunks batting-wise have been great this season. As that one's on the outside for a ball, 2-2.
Yeah, just off the plate. Yeah, you make a good point. Tarp Skunks, as a team, collectively hitting .306, which is almost unheard of for an entire team to be hitting over 300 and have this many 300 hitters. As there's a line drive into left field. That is a leadoff single for Nolan Smith. And talking about the batting average, it continues to creep up as a leadoff single is going to bring up the Tarp Skunks catcher, all-star Jacob Haynes. And you have to believe that after the all-star announcements, these jerseys on the Jamestown Tarp Skunks website that you can bid on, the game-worn pink jerseys for Strikeout Cancer Night, should be going through the roof as Haynes checks his swing on a high fastball out of the zone. Appeal and no swing for 1-0. I've got my bid in. I'm not going to say which one it is, but I've got my bid in. As Kemp takes a long look at first. The pitch is a line drive into right field. A base hit. Smith had to hold up to make sure that ball was going to drop, so only able to advance to second. First two Tarp Skunks reach via the hit, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Ben Slanker.
Ben Slanker from Louisville.
And all he's done since he's come here is go 500, 4 for 8 with a triple and an RBI. He's quickly making some noise here. Reminds me of a late season replacement we had last season. Zachary Corus. And Slanker fit in that role to perfection so far as the first pitch taken outside. For a ball, Justin Bremner on deck. 5 of the 6 Tarp Skunks All-Stars on offense in the lineup today. Dom Costello is not, and we'll tell you why momentarily. As Kemp checking the runner at second. That one hits the zone. One apiece to Slanker. Matthew Dumas playing center today. This is his last game with the Tarp Skunks as he's ready to head home and get his off-season college program going. Also, Anthony Serrano and tonight's starting pitcher Hunter Bell. As a timeout called by Marcus Butts behind the plate.
So there's a chance that we might see Serrano relieving today?
There is a chance. I did not look at the bullpen rotation. It would be a nice little send-off here at home. So we want to thank... Is that one. Curveball bounces out of the glove of Marcus Butts. He's a little lackadaisical going after it, allowing both runners to advance. Call that a pass ball. So we want to thank Matthew Dumas, Anthony Serrano, Hunter Bell, and let's not forget Cole Swift, Chase Hagelin, Ty Lagoni for their contributions to the 2025 Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Magical 5th anniversary season. And it's really starting to have that magic just settle over the ballpark. 2-1. And the pitch. Fouled. Back our way and out of play, 1-2. And that came back with a little juice on it. Other games in progress that are of concern to us. Auburn at Newark. Elmira taking on Batavia, Niagara, and Geneva. All those games, no score in the first innings there. There's a pop-up behind the dish heading toward foul territory. Butts going back on it, and it is just out of play. It'll remain 1-2.
Is that false on the scoreboard? It's 1-2 right now.
Yeah, 1-2. Yeah, Auburn demolishing Niagara Falls yesterday. 11-2. Swing and a miss. Slinker went for up and in and could not connect. First out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Justin Bremner. Bremner coming in 359, 37 hits and 103 at-bats. Trails the team leader Nathan Borchardt, who has 104, so just one under the lead. 6 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 22 RBI on the season. With an opportunity here, fouls that one back behind the plate. Butts goes after it, but just out of play.
Yeah, and Nathan Borchardt being second is because most of the games where he's not playing fielder, usually he's playing designated hitter or extra hitter, so he gets a lot of looks. Justin Bremner, he's very consistent. He plays basically every game.
I don't think you could take Bremner out of the field. Oh!
Good thing that didn't hit a little bit right, because that could have been bad. Hits him in the back of the helmet, I believe.
As he's walking away from Frank Jagoda, that's going to make him upset. I mean, obviously, could be. Heard the umpire hollering at the dugout. I guess he was down to 4 baseballs, but I thought they were like issuing a warning or something. Bremner getting hit in the back of the head. We've seen that, unfortunately, a few times. And thankfully, no serious injuries up here. But, I've been hit in the head by quite a few baseballs in my day. And every time I see that, it hurts. So Nathan Borchardt stands in. Force full of skunks. First pitch fouled off to the left and out of play. Borchardt coming in, 298, and his average dipping under 300. 31 of 104, 8 doubles, 2 triples, 11 RBI. And the Skunks with a big opportunity here need to get a base hit as a breaking ball just missing outside. It's 101.
Yeah, it looks like he took it at about the knees as well, so just a little bit under the zone, outside. Bases loaded here. You have Bremner on first, Haynes on second, Smith on third, as that one's fouled to the first base bleacher.
Third base side, out of play.
Or third base, excuse me.
It's warm up here.
Yeah, it is.
It's my excuse for everything. It's hot. Won't work for everything, but you could try it. Why didn't you do your homework? It's hot. It's January. Yeah, see, that won't work then. Borchardt stands in. The 1-2 just misses off the plate, 2-2. Yeah, so that excuse, Sebi, will not work for you from, November to March.
Yeah. Especially in Jamestown.
Oh, yeah. 2-2 the count. One away, bottom of the first inning, force full of skunks, as that is a breaking ball just missing. Outside 3-2, Borchardt with a great eye.
Yeah, and Niagara. Everyone in Niagara can't make that excuse as well. They probably get it worse than us.
Oh, yeah. So here we go, 3-2, one away. Borchardt waits. Line drive into left center field. That is going to fall for a base hit and drive a couple home. Borchardt's going to pull into second with a 2-run double, and it is 2-0 Tarp Skunks. And with that double, CCS-TV adds another $10 into the Jamestown Boys and Girls Fund of Jamestown, now up to an even $400, as that is the 40th extra base hit here at home this season. And now with runners at second and third, one out, that's going to bring up Brady McGuire, yet another Tarp Skunks All-Star. Standing in. Breaking ball missing on the inside, 1-0. So you had one All-Star driving in two with that double.
Yep, every All-Star has gotten on base so far.
It just seems right.
Yeah.
Fouled off toward Faulkner Street and on the pavement.
Which also 5 of the Tarp Skunks, 8 All-Stars are in the top 6 of the lineup. So very, very easy to do that, get them all on base. But
That one missing up. 2-1. Brady Marshall on deck. It's a crucial game for the Tarp Skunks. And, we can scoreboard watch and speculate about, what needs to happen when, with who, and everything. Is that one outside? But for the Tarp Skunks, all they need to do is focus on what they're doing. They don't need to worry about the other teams. They don't need to worry about, watching the scoreboard. That's our job. As long as they play baseball and take care of business, we should be all right. As the 3-1 comes in, that misses up high, ball 4, and Brady McGuire on base to load the bases for the second time in this inning. 4 is full of Skunks, and that's going to bring up shortstop Brady Marshall. Niagara Falls already have taken a 3-0 lead over the Geneva Red Wings, that in the top of the first inning. We'll keep following those scores for you. As Marshall coming in, hitting .312 on the season. Another could have been All-Star, just I think we hit our limits like fishing. So that one's fouled off.
yeah, as you would like for everyone in the Tarp Skunks to get All-Star, because Tarp Skunks have been playing very, very good baseball. Everyone has. As you would like them all. It's really unrealistic, but you could argue Marshall. You could argue a lot of different people.
Oh, absolutely. So that one's fouled back. Quickly 0-2.
Now, do they have an all-star coach? Like, do they have a coach?
They did not announce that. That's a good catch on that omission. There's a breaking ball just off the plate. 1-2. I did not see anything about. Now I want to look because I have the article here. No. So that one misses the plate. 2-2. So yeah, I mean that'd be an interesting battle there too. Who would win All-Star coach between us and Batavia? So that one way outside 3-2. Or here, let me throw another wrinkle into that too. Is that Niagara Falls was one of the teams toward the bottom last year. Now they're fighting for second place this late in the season. Could their manager have gotten a nod for All-Star, Western All-Star manager? Full count. Brady Marshall. There's a ground ball too short, picked up by Shin. Second for 1, throw on to first, not going to be in time as Wilson slipped on the bag. Run does come home. On the fielder's choice. It will go 4-6 to wipe out McGuire. RBI for Brady Marshall, and that's going to bring up Joaquin Rodriguez Costa playing first base tonight. Bremner came in as the runner that scored. Borchardt over at third. So Borchardt at third. Marshall at first. Runners at the corners. 2 out. And Rodriguez Costa comes up 2 for 19 on the season, 105 average. Does have a double and an RBI. A late arrival, and I think that might have definitely hindered his opportunities.
Yeah, with Nolan Smith getting most of the starts at first base, he didn't really get much playing time at first, but he playing designated hitter tonight, so it's a good way for the Skunks to implement different hitters.
Yeah. As stands in, waves that bat back and forth. Runner does not go. Inside for a ball, 1-1. Rodriguez Costa, and it's also been a short swing. Tried to hole up, but went around 1-2. It's one of those things where okay, well, he came in late. Maybe you get some spots at DH, spots at extra hitter, and just the rotation between Borchardt and a runner goes swinging a foul. It was 1-2, and just those opportunities became less and less as those guys became established early on. And the pitch, way outside, and 2-2. Rodriguez Costa as well, he's got power. He has a lot of it. He's already challenged that top wall over the rent to hometown sign in right field. Runner goes. There's a ground ball right back to Kemp. Flips on to first to stop the inning, but 3 runs come across on 3 hits. 2 runners left on base. We head to the top of the second inning. It's 3-0 Jamestown.
Welcome to the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, located at 15 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. Visitors will see photographs, awards, apparel, and other sports memorabilia. We invite all visitors to stop in the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame and learn about the sports history of Chautauqua County.
Fingered glove, but
I forgot who that was.
Yeah. This broadcast is brought to you by Tarp Skunks Baseball on CCS-TV is brought to you by Schultz Auto, a proud sponsor of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Visit any of our locations in Jamestown or Warren, or online at schultzautos.com.
Andrew Bishop, Marcus Butts, and Chase Hubble due up for the Niagara Ironbacks. 4-5-6 as the first pitch from Hunter Bell misses for a ball, 1-0. Bishop coming into this game with a .255 average, a double, a home run, 16 RBIs. There's a foul off to the right, out of play, and it's a 1-1. This Sunday is a doubleheader. The Geneva Red Wings coming into town. Originally was supposed to be a single game, but the second game added as part of a makeup. And the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, curveball missing somewhere. We'll call it 2-1. Bark in the Park, you're going to want to bring your four-legged friends, and it is presented by Purina. Make your plans to attend today. Still time to get out to the ballpark tonight. It is buyout night. There's a pop-up behind home plate. Haynes going after it, runs out of room. And it's 2-2. Then the next time we're in town is going to be our final buyout night of the season next Thursday. Buyout tonight, so if you're in town checking the game out on the YouTube, come on down. There's still time to get some free tickets. There's a base hit into the left field corner. Slinker gets to it quickly. Gets it in and holds Bishop to only a single. And a leadoff base hit for the Ironbacks that'll bring up Marcus Butts. Butts a .282 hitter. Has a runner on. Ironbacks trailing by 3 in the top of the second inning as the first pitch by Bell way outside.
Yeah, and I was going to bring up earlier before the inning closed in the first that also Marcus Butts, I'm not aware of how he did in all of the other games, but at least when he was home, when I was commentating against the Tarp Skunks, as that one hits him right in the elbow, so Marcus Butts will be walked. Almost every time that they played in Jamestown that I was commentating, Marcus Butts got on base many, many times. So I felt like he had a shot to get a nod, but it seems like he didn't.
Well, the last time they played here, he on base twice, hit by a pitch and walk, so seems like he's already going right along with the program. As Chase Hubble stands in, squares to bunt, fouls it back 0-1.
Bishop on second, Butts on first. Oh, it's 0-1 count with no outs.
Just off the plate.
Yep. Outside for a 1-1.
You're already chomping at the bit. We got something planned for those watching at home. We got something planned for you a little bit later. We're not going to tell you until it is time. 1-1 the count. And a throwback to second. Don't think they would have necessarily had a play at Bishop.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if Nolasco came in a bit, but it looks like that the throw was a bit late.
Well, Bell was also slow to turn around. It wasn't really much of an attempt, more of an ICU. As that one up and away. 2-1. Slanker, Dumas, Bremner left to right in the outfield. McGuire, Marshall, Nolasco, Smith from third to first. Jacob Haynes behind the dish and Hunter Bell. Kicks and throws, and the 2-1 pitch misses up 3-1. So after Bell goes 6 pitches in the top of the first inning, he's run into trouble here. (3-1). Lost him. Hubble takes the walk, and the bases are now loaded.
And that'll bring up Carter Kipp, third baseman.
And Frank Jagoda is going to come out and check on Hunter Bell. This is this is your game. This is your last game here in Jamestown. Let's get out of this. You got this. That's an attaboy. Go get him right there.
Yeah, and I think it being his last appearance here in might not be his last appearance, but last game this season, I think that they'll have a bit longer leash on him. let him do his thing unless he lets up 10 runs in an inning, or a ridiculous amount that Tarp Skunks are going to lose. As that one's checked on for 0-1.
Yeah, Kip, he did not want to swing it. He wanted it, he didn't want it, and he swung too far. So 0-1. Ooh, that one just missing outside for a ball, 1-1. Nobody out. Top of the second inning. 3-0 Tarp Skunks here in the second. Is that one again? High fastball. He wants to swing at, but doesn't, and swung through it. Could not check his swing, and 1-2. Bell with the long look. Foul back. Look up! I almost hit the home plate umpire in the back on the ricochet. I don't think you get bonus points for that. It's not like pinball.
Yeah, definitely not bonus points.
1-2. Fouled off to the right, and a group of kids going after it.
Yep. Kip went on a little fishing trip there. Swung very low. I thought he was going to take that.
Tarp Skunks in double play depth. The 1-2 fouled off again. Good battle by Chase Kip.
Yeah, he's hacking at a lot of these pitches. Just can't find the right contact. Quality at bat.
Pitch number 6 of the at bat. And that's another foul. Off right to a group of youngsters and a souvenir. He's definitely given Bell good battle here. That one misses just up high.
Ball 2-2.
Bryce Bedrosian on deck.
Bedrosian and then Briggs.
And the pitch. Breaking ball up above the letters, 3-2. So Kip has battled back. This will be pitch number 11 of the at-bat.
Full count with the bases loaded. Here comes the pitch.
Called strike 3. And Hunter Bell wins that battle. One down here in the top of the second inning, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Bryce Bedrosian. Bedrosian stands in, batting 148 on the season. Does have a double, 6 RBIs, bases loaded here, 1 away. And the first pitch from Bell just misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Bell has had to work this inning. "22 pitches so far this inning. That one catches the zone. Count is evened up at 1. Grayson Briggs on deck. Unless the Skunks can induce the double play, as that one catches the outside corner for a strike. And Bedrosian finds himself behind. The 1-2. That one just missing outside. 2-2. Bell with that long look in. Bishop off third, Butts off second, Hubble off first, and the pitch is bounced in the dirt. 3-2, so Hunter Bell has gone full to 2 consecutive batters here. Three-two. Swing and a miss. Bell got him on strikes, 2 down. And the Skunks are going to go back to normal defensive positions. That brings up the designated hitter, Grayson Briggs. Briggs coming in with a 176 batting average. And the first pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1. Don't let that 176 batting average fool you, though. He has gotten some clutch hits when it's counted, including against the Tarp Skunks up in Niagara on the 5th of this month. There's a line drive through the hole into left field. That is a base hit. Scoring is Bishop. Everyone else holds station-to-station baseball on the RBI single, and it's 3-1. It's Caden Wilson stands in. It was just what I was saying. Don't sleep on that 148 batting average. And came through when he needed to. 3-1 now. Tarp Skunks with the lead as Caden Wilson stands in. 038 average as he fouls the first one he sees off. 0-1 the count. To put that into a little perspective, though, Wilson has only had 26 at-bats this season. 1 for 26. The 0-1. Just missed. Jacob Haynes did a good job trying to frame that one. One. Taken for a strike. 1-2 to Wilson. And Hunter Bell 1 strike away from getting out of a tough situation. And the pitch. Ground ball to third, picked up by McGuire. He steps on the bag himself for the force, and the side is retired. 1 run on 2 hits. 3 runners left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 3-1 Jamestown.
What's life like in Chautauqua County? It's where small-town charm meets world-class culture, where your downtime gets an upgrade across miles of lakes, state parks, and vibrant local vineyards, where you can live the high life at a low cost as your dollars go further and your roots grow deeper. Whether you're building a business or advancing your career, settling down or settling up, choose Chautauqua County, where every step you take is toward the life you love. Start your next chapter at livechq.org.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
San Filippo Solutions, your whole home energy contractors, BPI Gold certified, willing to help solve any energy efficiency problem your home has. Visit us at www.makemecomfy.com and we will help you find a San Filippo solution for your home needs. As we're back in the bottom of the second inning, Nolasco, Dumas, and Nolan Smith up to bat. Oh, as that's the second hitter of the day getting hit in the head by a baseball by, is it Hunt or no, Jack Kemp.
Yeah.
So Nolasco gets on base to lead off.
Yeah, and if I'm the manager for the Ironbacks, I'm saying no more curveballs.
Yeah.
Thankful both Bremner and Nolasco seem to be okay. As Matthew Dumas stands in, final game with the Tarp Skunks of 2025. As after tonight, he is heading out to start his summer off-season program. Takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. He will definitely be missed. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is not in time. Aiden Nolasco with a stolen base. And the Skunks have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. 1-1 to Dumas. Back to the top of the order with Nolan Smith next.
Yeah, if there's two people I do not want to see going to spring or early off-season trainings, as that this pitch comes in outside for a ball, 2-1. If there's one person I do not want to see, or two people, it's the Brady bunch, because I want to see who wins this stealing base competition that we have going on.
I mean, selfishly, I don't want to see any of them go. I
Yeah.
understand why they do and why they have to, and you know it's part of the league. But you know, at this point of the season, you spent a good, I guess 6 weeks, really documenting and highlighting their abilities and what they're doing out on the field. And there is a sort of an attachment there. As the pitch comes in on the outside corner for a strike.
Dumas thought it was a ball through his bat, but
Yep.
3-2.
Yep. Quickly apologizes to the umpire, said he thought it was a little further out. Full count. Nolasco at second. There's a slow chopper to first. Gets under the glove of Bedrosian at first. Dumas will be aboard. That might be an error. We'll see what they score it. Nolasco goes to third. And they're having a tough time deciding that in the official score booth. I think that actually should be a hit.
Yeah, because it rolls up the arm.
Even if he had fielded that, I don't know if anyone would have gotten it, as Dumas goes, no throw down to second. So a stolen base puts runners at second and third. I think the first pitch was called a strike, so should be 0-1.
They call it a hit.
Yes, they did. They called it a base hit.
Which is probably the right call there.
I think we're at 1-1. And we are. Okay. Scoreboard did catch up. Smith singled and scored his first time up. Takes that one outside. 2-1. Nolasco off third. Dumas off second. Is that one way outside? 3-1. Jack Kemp finding himself in a hole here Again, early on in the inning, nobody out, runners already in scoring position. He is one ball away from walking the bases loaded. The pitch in the dirt. Smith gets on his second time of the day. Bases are loaded for Jacob Haynes. Marcus Butts going to go out to talk, and we're going to get a mound visit here. While we do have a mound visit, I'd like to let you know that this Sunday is Bark in the Park Day, a doubleheader against the Geneva Red Wings presented by Purina Dog Chow. Bring your four-legged friends out to the park and enjoy 2 critical Tarp Skunks games. You're not going to want to miss that. You can get more information on Bark at the Park at JamestownTarpSkunks.com. As our home plate umpire going to break up the conference at the mound. And now the home plate umpire, I guess, getting a little extra on the conference. Here's Jacob Haynes, Tarp Skunks leading hitter in average and RBIs, leads Bremner by 1 RBI. And in a position here to really stretch out that lead, as the first pitch is a ground ball towards short, picked up by Shin, throw to second for 1. And that's all they'll get, as scoring on the fielder's choice is Aiden Nolasco. Dumas to third. Smith wiped out on the 6-4 fielder's choice. And with 1 away, that's going to bring up Ben Slenker. Give Jacob Haynes an RBI. It's 4-1 Jamestown. Runners at first and third. And Slenker fouls it off as Haynes broke for second. 0-1 the count. Interesting to see Jacob Haynes trying to steal a bag. He does have 1 stolen base, has been caught twice. But he got his uniform dirty. That's what's important, as there's a thrower to first. Nothing doing, and Haynes is back. I've always said you haven't played baseball unless your uni is dirty at the end of the night. As that pitch misses out for a ball, 1-1. Used to play with a kid that would actually go out before the ball game and slide into his position at shortstop just so he could get the dirt on his pants. That way he was ready for the game. The pitch, runner does not go, taken on the outside corner. 1-2 now. Slenker did not like the call. Not sure I blame him. 1-2. That breaking ball misses. 2-2. Bremner on deck. He would like to hit this inning with a chance to bring some runs in. Foul. Back, look out in the concourse. As I don't care who is sitting up here. If Slenker hits a ball back up into this booth, it's going to hurt somebody. There's some guys, they'll hit like the, nice, weaker, flowing, looping foul balls. No. His are heat-seeking missiles. So that one's outside. 3-2 now to the Tarp Skunks left fielder. See if Haynes will be on the move here. Time called at the plate. Kemp with that long look. Haynes goes. There's a ground ball through the right side into right field. That is a base hit. Haynes will stop at third, Slanker into first with an RBI single, and it's 5-1 Tarp Skunks. Nice piece of hitting for the Tarp Skunks left fielder, picking up an RBI as Justin Bremner now stands in. 5-1 Tarp Skunks. 5 runs, 5 hits for Jamestown. Niagara 1 run on 2 hits. As Slanker takes his lead. I know he has speed. I don't know about stolen base ability. That's 2 different things. Curious to see if Frank Jagoda tests him here. As Bremner stands in 1-0. Swing and a miss. Breaking stuff a little early. And it's a 1-1. Nathan Borchardt on deck. Drove in the first 2 Tarp Skunks runs. Snap throw over to first again. And Slanker easily under the tag. But again, uniform dirty. He's played a ball game. Popped up behind the plate. Butts coming back, has room, but no, just a little too far off the netting. And Bremner will stay alive. Tarp Skunks sent 8 up in the bottom of the first. Bremner, batter number 6. There's a ground ball towards second, weakly hit, flip to second just in time to get Slanker. Coming in to score is Haynes. And with 2 down, that's going to bring up Nathan Borchardt.
Was that a 6-4?
That was 4-6. Other way.
Oh.
All right, so Borchardt stands in. Drove in 2 last inning with an RBI double. 6-1 Tarp Skunks here in the bottom of the second inning. This has been a very slow-paced ball game so far. Snap throw to first, and it gets away from Bedrosian. Bremner, who has speed, can run for a while, and he's going to make it all the way to third on the air. So E1, first error of the ball game, and it puts Bremner in scoring position. Base hit here for Borchardt would give him his 3rd RBI of the day. So that one's up high. I think there comes a point in a ball game when you're down 6-1, 2 outs, early on in a ball game. I think there's a point where you just shut down the throws to second, as there's a high pop-up behind first base. Wilson going back, makes the grab, and the inning is over. 3 runs on 2 hits. 1 runner left. We go to the top of the 3rd inning, 6-1 Jamestown.
I've definitely got more comfortable like being in front of the camera, and I got to like meet new people.
If you are into like cameras and news and stuff, I would come here. You get to do a lot of cool stuff. You go to like one of those baseball games, usually you're just stuck in the stands. But with us, no. You can go on the roof or on the field.
If people want to learn more, you just have to go to CCS-TV.com.
Schultz is the place where you can not only find your next new car, you can customize it exactly how you want it. Build a vehicle from one of your favorite brands, secure rebates and incentives, and expect delivery within 6 to 8 weeks. Get the keys to your ride in-store or in your own driveway and enjoy a year of complimentary Schultz Auto Care. Walk in to view our exciting inventory of vehicles arriving daily, or schedule your digital consultation online today to discover why we say you can't beat a Schultz deal.
You're learning. You are already light years ahead of where most people are that try to figure out how to.
Watch, stream, and follow CCS-TV anywhere you go. Find us on Roku, YouTube, iOS, and Android, or online at CCS-TV.com. And follow at CCS Television on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
It's going to be Evan Shin and Keene due up for the Ironbacks, facing Hunter Bell in his 3rd inning of work. Sebby Gibbs getting a crash course in how to score in a scorebook. So if you caught some of that conversation, part of my responsibilities here, in addition to calling Tarp Skunks baseball, is to help prep the new generation as Evan's first pitch fouled off. And that's what we do in between breaks. He asks questions, I answer them, and then in 3 years he'll be taking my spot permanently. It won't even be pretty either. He'll just come in one day and say, "Get out," and I probably will. 1-1 the count. He's hard to crack. He's hard to make laugh on the air. I'll give him credit. Of course, I haven't tried too hard to bust you up. Ground ball to first, picked up by Smith, flips over to Bell, covering in time. He got him by a step. Nice play by Smith. Nice play by Hunter Bell as well. And with 1 out, that's going to bring up Carter Shin. Grounded out to Brady Marshall back in the 1st inning. 6-1 Tarp Skunks here in the top of the 3rd. As the first pitch outside, 4-ball, 1-0. No action in the Niagara dugouts. Jack Kemp has already thrown 65 pitches through 2 innings. As there's another ground ball to Brady Marshall. Gloves it, throw to first. In time, just barely. Shin showcasing his speed. And was just gunned out by a half a step as the Ironbacks All-Star Alex Keene stands in. Keene also grounded out to Brady Marshall. He's 0 for 1. Bell's first pitch fouled off. 0-1 the count. It's gotten to about 80 degrees here, so it's cooled off just a tinge. There's almost no wind out in the outfield. There's a fly ball into left field. Slanker tracks over, puts it away, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Ironbacks. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 6-1 Skunks.
Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
Looking to feed the family, the whole team, or just your own hungry self? Honest John's has you covered. We're talking fresh-made subs, crispy wings, and pizza so good you might just start happy dancing. Trust Honest John's for takeout, delivery, and easy online ordering so you can get the goods without lifting more than a finger. Or stop in for our famous all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. From crispy wings to cheesy pies, Honest John's satisfies. Order now at honestjohns.pizza.
Congratulations, weddings, and bridal showers. The Doubletree by Hilton is your destination for all events. Let their experienced event team help you put together your special event and take the worry and stress off your shoulders. Now offering specials for company events and parties, so stop in or call today.
All right, it's going to be Brady McGuire, Brady Marshall, and Joaquin Rodriguez Costa. 6, 7, 8 due up here for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, 6-1. As Jack Kemp back on the mound for his third inning of work. He's already at 65 pitches through 2 innings, so wondering how much work his arm can handle here tonight. As the first pitch to McGuire in the dirt. McGuire grounded out to, or let's see, McGuire walked and was wiped out on a fielder's choice back in the first. Takes a strike and the count goes even at 1. As the 1-1 sails in low. 2-1. Marshall and McGuire, both with 10 stolen bases on the season. The only difference between the two is that Marshall's been caught 3 times. I don't know if that has bragging rights or not. I don't know if that affects the bragging rights or not. But 10 stolen bases for the Tarp Skunks left side of the infield as he takes that one at the knees. 2-2 or 3-2. Brady Marshall on deck. And McGuire draws a leadoff walk. Third consecutive inning, the leadoff batter has gotten aboard. And that's going to bring up Brady Marshall.
Marshall, last time I bet, had a RBI double. Believe he stayed on base when
Runner goes, pitch, taken for a ball, throw down to second, not in time, and Brady McGuire, with his fellow Brady Bunch member at the plate, just swipes a bag and takes the stolen base lead on the team. So where do you got? What do you got for Marshall? Let's see.
RBI double, right? No, wait, on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, he had the
got
fielder's.
on second.
I see what happened there. You put the dot under the 2. I got what you're good. So that one misses 2-0. Had me questioning myself there. I was like, wait a minute, that's not what I have. Of course, I also have a single in a fielder's choice, which is incorrect too. So let's not trust my scorebook. 2-0 with McGuire taking his lead. A big one off second as a breaking ball misses in. 3-0. Joaquin Rodriguez Costa, the designated hitter, on deck. Tarp Skunks with 3 in the first, 3 in the second. Looking to add more. That's a fastball on the outside corner. Delayed call from our home plate umpire. It's 3-1. Marshall standing in, waving that bat back and forth. 3-1. Runner goes for third. There's a fly ball out to right field. Keene underneath it. He makes the catch. The throw into second. Not in time as McGuire had to hustle back. 1-0 way here in the bottom of the third inning, and that's going to bring up Joaquin Rodriguez-Costa. Grounded back to the pitcher his first time out. That ball misses up high, 1-0. And you start wondering, you look down at that bullpen, there is absolutely no activity in the Niagara bullpen. Kemp already at 76 pitches plus here in the third inning. So that one misses outside, 2-0. It's almost like, and I'm not saying this is the case, but conspiracy theory could be made that the Ironbacks are just going to let him go as long as he can, and if they get mercied, they get mercied and save the bullpen. Again, conspiracy theory, I don't necessarily think that's what's going to happen, but definitely kind of has that feel right now.
I mean, last time, well, not last time, but a previous encounter in between these two teams in Jamestown, Robert Leach, who pitched left-handed and right-handed, pitched a good 5 to 7 innings, pitched a long, long time. And I believe it was a doubleheader that day, so he almost had pitched the whole entire game, and I guess it's a similar thing here.
2-2 the count. Robert Leach, I think that is the name. I think he nailed that. And the 2-2 pitch in the dirt gets behind Butts. And McGuire unable to advance. So the count goes full to the Tarp Skunks' designated hitter. And that's one of those things, when you have the ambidextrous pitcher who can throw with both hands, you don't necessarily need a reliever. He's his own relief pitcher. He just switches the glove to the other side.
Yeah, and he switched that glove like 4 times.
Runner goes, pitch taken for a ball, throw down to third in time. And McGuire out 2-5 for the second out of the inning. Joaquin Rodriguez-Costa on first, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Aiden Nolasco. Hitting the head his first time up. And the first pitch hits the front of the plate and goes all the way to the backstop. And right about now, you got to think Kemp's arm's starting to feel a bit like jelly out there. And at what point does it become irresponsible to leave him out there? One 1-0, 2 outs, runner at second for the Skunks, and the pitch is grounded foul down the third base side, and it's 1-1. .82 pitches going into this at bat, now up to 84.
Did Costa steal second when McGuire went to?
Ground ball up the middle. That's going to be through. A base hit. Rounding third, heading to the plate, and scoring is Rodriguez-Costa. Aiden Nolasco with an RBI single makes it 7-1 Skunks. So going back to your question, no, McGuire got thrown out at third on ball 4. So JRC actually went to first, and the first pitch of the at-bat to Nolasco bounced in the dirt and went behind the catcher. So that's how he advanced to second on the wild pitch. So Matthew Dumas stands in with 2 outs. And the first pitch again in the dirt. 1-0 the count. And no matter the outcome, no matter how long he stays in there, tip of the hat to Jack Kemp. Herculean effort out there, as it's now 2-0. Looking in, likes what he sees. Runner takes his lead from first. And the pitch, swinging. There's a ground ball weakly to second. Takes a weird hop. Wilson has it, throws on to first in time, and the inning is over. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's 7-1 Jamestown.
At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
Looking to feed the family, the whole team, or just your own hungry self? Honest John's has you covered. We're talking fresh-made subs, crispy wings, and pizza so good you might just start happy dancing. Trust Honest John's for takeout, delivery, and easy online ordering, so you can get the goods without lifting more than a finger. Or stop in for our famous all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. From crispy wings to cheesy pies, Honest John's satisfies. Order now at honestjohns.pizza.
Celebrate that win or eat your feelings with Honest John's. Crispy wings, melty pizza, and online ordering that's fast and easy. Visit honestjohns.pizza tonight. New pitcher for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, Chase Ratowski, relieving for Hunter Bell after 3 innings of work.
Ratowski comes in with a 1-0 record, his 6th appearance. Does have a 7.50 ERA, has only thrown 6 innings of work. 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. He has walked 5 and struck out 7 on this season. So he will replace Hunter Bell, who in his final game here in Jamestown for the 2025 season at least. 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts, and a walk on 47 pitches. So hopefully we will see him in a Tarp Skunks uniform in 2026. As it's going to be Bishop, Butts, and Hubble due up for the Ironbacks here in the top of the 4th inning. Make your plans now to join us next Saturday, July 19th, as the Niagara Ironbacks are in town. It is Strikeout Cancer Night, and you can bid on the jerseys that will be worn that game. Get your chance to take home a piece of Tarp Skunks history. Go to JamestownTarpSkunks.com right now to find the link and put your bid in and help the Jamestown Tarp Skunks strike out cancer. That's next Saturday, the 19th, against these Niagara Ironbacks.
So, with people, as that one's fouled back, with people like Matthew Dumas, Talagoni, who left the season early, who won't be able to play that game, will their jerseys still be sold?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I think, let me pull it up. I got to check it here because it's a little weird. On my system at home, it says some of the jerseys are already sold out. You can't bid them on it anymore. And then some of them you can. So now that you mentioned that, I think let me pull that up here and take a look. Yeah, so like Daniel Thomas's, Brendan Klein, Branston Lindquist, Will Taylor, they're all gone.
Yeah, time expired.
Yep, Tyler Goney. He got $100 for his. a good thing there. Checking on my bid. Yeah, my bid's still good. I'm not going to tell you who it is because I don't want you to outbid me. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. Ground ball 2 first. Picked up by Smith. Takes it to the bag himself. 1 away.
So, next at the bat, catcher Marcus Butts.
Butts hit by a pitch. His only appearance came around, or did not come around to score. Was stranded at second. Back in the second inning. So 1 away here, top of the 4th inning as Grotowski kicks and throws. Strike at the knees. 0-1 the count. Don't let the ERA fool you. You know, even though it is only 6 innings, Grotowski will attack the zone. Does like to live at the bottom of the zone. And the pitch, way outside. 1-1. Looked down, and for a second it looked like there was some action in the Ironbacks bullpen. Looks like we're just getting a little bit of stretching here. No tossing yet. So that might mean Jack Kemp's coming out for more work. That ball in the dirt. 2-1. Hubble on deck. He will hit behind the Ironbacks catcher as that one just misses off the plate. 3-1. Rutkowski wanted that one. I'll take Haynes' word for it, though. He didn't put up much of a protest behind the plate, so I think he's probably the best gauge of where that baseball might have missed or not. So that one's fouled back. And Butts goes full here, 3-2. Rutkowski kicks and throws. There's a ground ball too short. McGuire on the slide has trouble on the transfer. And that will be, or should be, an infield single, and that it is.
Hit. It's a hit.
You know, it's getting to the point where, too, I'm also getting protective of these guys on some of those on-the-fence calls. I will lobby, if I have to get the right call. And that one, that is. So, Hubble stands in. Snap throw over to first. Ooh, close.
Hubble left at bat, got walked, advanced to second, but left on base after Grayson Briggs got out.
That was a long second inning. Is that one taken for a strike on the inside? And it's 0-1. Almost want to say the best thing for the Ironbacks in this one might be to Mercy. As there's a ground ball to second. Marshall to second for 1 to first. 2 in time. A double play to retire the side. No runs, a hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 7-1 Skunks.
Welcome to the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, located at 15 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. Visitors will see photographs, awards, apparel, and other sports memorabilia. We invite all visitors to stop in the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame and learn about the sports history of Chautauqua County.
It's a new day at Pearl City Hops, located in the Doubletree by Hilton at 150 West 4th Street. Go try their new food and drink menu offerings. Nothing pairs better than a steak and frites with a smoked cinnamon cocktail. Come try out their Music Monday series on the 4th Street patio or Karaoke Thursdays. Pearl City Hops, where good times are always on tap. And back in the top of the 4th inning, Tarp Skunks, or no, bottom of the 4th inning. Excuse me. Tarp Skunks on offense, as we have the 1-2-3 hitters up, Nolan Smith, Jacob Haynes, and Ben Slanker for the Skunks.
All right, Nolan Smith standing in. 1 for 1 on the day. Has been on base twice, singled and a walk. Jack Kemp still on the mound for the Ironbacks. And there's a base hit the other way. Wasting no time, Nolan Smith with his second single of the ballgame.
Yeah, Nolan Smith just saw something he liked, hacked at it, got a base hit. No, I mean, there's nothing better you can ask for at first pitch. So. And that'll bring up Jacob Haynes, playing catcher.
And I just got the number of our friend down in the bullpen. It's going to be Aiden Bray in the Niagara bullpen. First pitch to Haynes popped up, fouls on the right field side. Going over on it is Bedrosian and puts it away. One pitch, one away for Jacob Haynes. And with one out, that'll bring up Ben Slanker. Slanker 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out, had a RBI single back in the second. And the first pitch taken up and away for a ball, 1-0. Smith off of first, leadoff single. One away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bremner on deck. If he can get on, it'll be Borchardt after, as that one misses the plate. 2-0. Well, the Tarp Skunks have made some solid contact here. No real cheapy base hits. As Kemp kicks and throws, and that one taken right down the pipe for a strike. Get it over fastball, 2-1. Ground ball up the middle and through. A base hit. Second base knock of the game for Slanker. And with 1 out and 2 on, that is going to bring up the right fielder, Justin Bremner.
Bremner got on base last time at bat with a fielder's choice. And then the first inning, he got hit by a pitch but scored. RBI by Brady Marshall, I believe.
Borchardt had the RBI double. Marshall had an RBI fielder's choice.
Yep. So, yep, Marshall got the RBI because Borchardt hit in Smith and Haynes. So that one's strike.
Yeah, Bremner's swinging and missing on an 0-1 breaking pitch or off-speed pitch. May have been the changeup. Bremner also, back to the blue bat, broke the pink one and traded it in for a new one. Part of the Canisius crew here, which from what I understand, Blake Herman is also going to be going to Canisius. So 3 Tarp Skunks will be playing 45 minutes down the road. Guess where I'm going to be going in late February, March, and April? I'll be going out to Canisius to see some ball games.
Did Herman transfer?
Herman just graduated high school, so I
Okay.
think this is going to be his first year at the college level, as Bremner waved and missed 0-2. Runners at first and second.
1-2 count.
One out here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Bremner goes down on strikes. And there are two down.
And that'll bring up Nathan Borchardt. Flew out earlier in the third inning and had an RBI double in the first.
Yep. So 1 for 2 on the day, a couple RBIs. Average hovering around 300. Would like to get another RBI or two here. As Kemp kicks and throws. That one off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Kemp, that was his 99th pitch of the game.
Yep, we have action in the bullpen, like you said.
Yeah, Aiden Bray out in the bullpen. And he'll definitely be out for the fifth. Whether Kemp can make it through 4 complete is another question. There's a line drive into center field, hanging for Evans, and he makes the catch. No runs on 2 hits, 2 runners left on base. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It's 7-1, Jamestown.
I've definitely got more comfortable like being in front of the camera, and I got to like meet new people.
If you are into like cameras and news and stuff, I would come here. You get to do a lot of cool stuff. You go to like one of those baseball games, usually you're just stuck in the stands. But with us, no. You can go on the roof or on the field.
If people want to learn more, you just have to go to CCS-TV.com.
Schultz is the place where you can not only find your next new car, you can customize it exactly how you want it. Build a vehicle from one of your favorite brands. Secure rebates and incentives and expect delivery within 6 to 8 weeks. Get the keys to your ride in-store or in your own driveway and enjoy a year of complimentary Schultz Auto Care. Walk in to view our exciting inventory of vehicles arriving daily, or schedule your digital consultation online today to discover why we say you can't beat a Schultz deal.
Tonight's coverage comes to you live from the Wegmans broadcast booth, where fresh calls meets fresh ingredients. Whether you're in the mood for a hot meal, a fresh salad, or a quick snack before the game, Wegmans has you covered. Helping you live better, eat better, and cheer harder. That's the Wegmans way. Due up for the Niagara Ironbacks is 789 Kip, Bedrosian, and Briggs. And here to call the action is my broadcast partner, Sebby Gibbs.
Yep, so we have Carter Kipp up to bat, struck out looking earlier today in the 2nd inning, and that was Hunter Bell pitching as Jay Shertowski is up for a 2nd inning of work, as that one's outside. Did he go? He did. 0-1 count. That would be strike 1.
Yeah, he went around, and it definitely was a low pitch. I wasn't sure if they were going to appeal or not.
Nope, he did not go the 2nd time around.
Which is funny because that was the same amount of distance that the bat went around the first time. So
yeah.
Pick your poison, right?
Yeah. So 1-1 count. That one's driven up over the second baseman with Dumas under it, caught for the flyout.
Dumas making a beeline as he was playing a couple of steps to the third base side of center field. And one away.
And that will bring up the first baseman, Bryce Bedrosian. That one is called inside for a ball. 1-0.
Bedrosian struck out back in the 2nd, one of 2 that Hunter Bell struck out.
That one's popped up. Hayden's under it. Caught it for a 2nd flyout. of the inning.
Skunks making it easy for you here so far.
Yeah. Yep, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Grayson Briggs. As last time, he popped weak chopper towards first and got out. And inside for a ball, 1-0.
Are you sure about that? I've got him with an RBI single back in the second inning.
Briggs?
Yeah. We'll double check that.
Two-0 count.
Niagara Falls all over the Geneva Red Wings, 13-5 in that one. Batavia with a 3-0 lead over Elmira.
That one's driven down foul. Well, not foul, fair territory, but went foul for a single for Grayson Briggs.
Good job by Justin Bremner to get over there fast and cut that ball off before it could roll down to the corner, holding Briggs just to a single. Auburn and Newark, no score there in the bottom of the fifth inning.
So that one is called for a strike on 1 count. As we have Caden Wilson to bat, playing second base. As that one's down low, ball, 1-1.
And Wilson grounded out to third to end the second inning when the bases were loaded.
You are right about Briggs, because he got out on base. That's what I was... Yep. He did get a single, yep. 1-1 count.
Ooh. Tried to check his swing, but made contact and just fouled it off down the third baseline.
That'll make it 1-2. 2 outs. So that one's outside for a ball. 2-2.
That was a good pitch by Rutowski, too. Not necessarily wanting to catch too much of the zone. Something tantalizing that he might have been able to get the swinging third strike on.
That one's inside for a ball. 3-2.
Changing speed, changing location, too.
So full count with Briggs on first.
Now he's going to have to come in with a get-it-in fastball.
Standing in is Wilson. Runner goes, but strikeout for Jay Shertowski, as that'll end the top of the fifth inning.
Tarp Skunks lead 7-1.
What's life like in Chautauqua County? It's where small-town charm meets world-class culture, where your downtime gets an upgrade across miles of lakes, state parks, and vibrant local vineyards, where you can live the high life at a low cost as your dollars go further and your roots grow deeper. Whether you're building a business or advancing your career, settling down or settling up, choose Chautauqua County, where every step you take is toward the life you love. Start your next chapter at livechq.org.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
CCS-TV is your home for local student voices, community highlights, and live sports coverage. Watch us on Roku, YouTube, your mobile device, or at ccs-tv.com. And don't miss out on exclusive content. Follow at CCS Television on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. CCS is the exclusive home of Tarp Skunks baseball. Due up for the Skunks in the bottom of the fifth inning. It's going to be Brady McGuire, Brady Marshall, and Joaquin Rodriguez Costa. And here, stepping up to the mound for the bottom of the fifth, it's Sebby Gibbs.
Yep, new pitcher for the Ironbacks, number 77.
Aiden Bray.
Aiden Bray.
I'll get you all the stats on him in just a moment or two.
So McGuire up 2 bats. Got on base twice with 2 walks.
So no official at bat, but has wreaked havoc on the base paths. Plus, he got his 11th stolen base of the year.
Yeah.
So that, the all-important, leading the team in stolen bases.
As Frank Jagoda and the umpire will have a little chat, as here comes the first pitch from Aiden Bray. That's down at the knees, called for a strike.
For Aiden Bray, this is his 6th appearance on the season. He's 1-0 with a 0.73 ERA. 12 and a third innings, 8 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 8 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Hitters only hitting 182 against him.
Yes, that one's down the plate for a strike 2. McGuire on the wrong side of this count so far at this at-bat.
I'm not sure what the qualifications for All-Star were, but
as that one's popped up to right field, McGuire gets on base with a single.
so McGuire on for the 3rd time today. Yeah, I'm not sure what the requirements are to qualify for an All-Star game, but with those numbers, Aiden Bray should have gotten a nod.
Yeah. Yep, I agree with you. Low ERA.
Effective.
Yeah, very effective. As stepping up to the plate is Brady Marshall, as that one's called strike down the plate.
That was a filthy curveball.
Yeah.
If we've seen one tonight.
Yeah, that was a very good junk pitch there from Aiden. That one looks like same place as the last strike, but maybe a little bit lower. Ball 1-1, excuse me.
Might have been a little higher. Those curveballs where they break the plane, it can be confusing from up here.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that true dead angle.
That one's outside for a ball, 2-1.
But you're absolutely right. Those 2 curveballs looked pretty similar.
Yeah.
John Boy Media did a video the other day of the Phillies at the Giants where the Phillies pitcher threw 3 strikes all in the same spot, and they were all called a ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Snap throw over to first. McGuire gets back in time.
But again, John Boy Media, they've got their research department. They went back, they found a game earlier in April. Same pitcher, same hitter, same umpire.
Swing and a miss. Strike, 2-2.
Same pitch that back in April was called for a strike, and here in July called for a ball 3 straight times to the same hitter.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it definitely. Even for a hitter, it throws off where you think. Because before you're stepping up, as that one's fouled, or not fouled, sent back to center, and we'll get out. Sorry, I was looking down.
Yeah, it's a 4-3 double play as the second baseman, Wilson, grabbed it, stepped on the bag, and threw out both of the Brady bunch. First double play turned by the Ironbacks tonight.
Juan Rodriguez-Costa steps up to the plate.
And I think Bray is playing a dangerous game, serving up those meatball curveballs to JRC with the power that he has.
Popped up towards right field with Keene under it for the successful flyout. And 7-1 Tarp Skunks, and that'll end the inning.
We'll be back from Jamestown in just a moment.
At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
Looking to feed the family, the whole team, or just your own hungry self? Honest John's has you covered. We're talking fresh-made subs, crispy wings, and pizza so good you might just start happy dancing. Trust Honest John's for takeout, delivery, and easy online ordering so you can get the goods without lifting more than a finger. Or stop in for our famous all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. From crispy wings to cheesy pies, Honest John's satisfies. Order now at honestjohns.pizza.
Tonight's coverage comes to you live from the Wegmans broadcast booth, where fresh calls meet fresh ingredients. Whether you're in the mood for a hot meal, a fresh salad, or a quick snack for the game, Wegmans has you covered, helping you live better, eat better, and cheer harder. That's the Wegmans way.
All right, as we head to the top of the sixth inning, brand new pitcher for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. It's going to be the left-hander Mark Holm. For Holm, comes in with his sixth appearance. He's 0-2 on the season. 0 ERA in 7 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, none earned, 9 walks, 4 strikeouts. And those 2 losses came in extra innings where that ghost runner can wreak some havoc. But because the ghost runner does not count as an earned run, does not affect the ERA. And again, admirable job by the pitcher for the Ironbacks, Jack Kemp, who went 4 innings on 100 pitches. May not be the best line, but, it's the amount of work that he put in as Jacob Haynes and Mark Holmes getting their signals down. It's the home plate umpire and Frank Chigota having a conversation about something.
As it looks like both managers were having a little, I don't know if it was an argument or what it was, but
yeah, I'm not sure what was going on. I had my nose buried in my paperwork trying to get ready for the top of the inning, and all the exciting stuff happens. As the 1-2-3 hitters for the Ironbacks, Evans, Shin, and Keene. And Shin swings and misses at the first pitch he sees, and it's 0-1. Next pitch, fastball at the knees, 0-2. You know, I've not seen coaches go at it before. And apparently I didn't see it this time, but, you know, it's rare. Everyone tries to keep it friendly in this league. As that one bounces in the dirt and got 3/4 up to the broadcast booth on a divot down in the right-handed hitter's batter's box. So that was impressive. Good-sized crowd here at Detrick Park on a beautiful Friday night as that one's fouled off. Light's starting to have a little bit of an effect here. As you can see them taking over for the sunlight here. That one missing low, 2-2. Only 7 more home games here for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks on 6 days. That one's a foul ball as it did hit the hands of Evans, but during the act of swinging. Counts as a foul ball, so bit of a break for Mark Holm. And hopefully no break for Evans. Don't want his fingers to get broken. That would be a rough way to end a season. There's a chopper back to first. Holm with a nice leap. Throw to first in time. Mark Holm showing the athleticism. And there's one away. As Carter Shin stands in. 0 for 2 on the day is grounded out twice to Marshall at short. Let's give you the line on Jace Ratowski. 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Faced 7 batters on 27 pitches. As the first pitch called a strike to Shin. 0-1 the count. There's a one hopper right to second. Nice play by Nolasco. 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. This game, the tempo has started to pick up a little bit. The first 2 innings just seemed to drag forever. And then shifting into 5th gear here as we're flying right along. That's going to bring up the Niagara All-Star, Alex Keene. Ground ball to Marshall. On to first in time. And a 1-2-3 inning for Mark Holm. Nothing doing for the Ironbacks. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's still 7-1 Jamestown.
What's life like in Chautauqua County? It's where small-town charm meets world-class culture, where your downtime gets an upgrade across miles of lakes, state parks, and vibrant local vineyards, where you can live the high life at a low cost as your dollars go further and your roots grow deeper. Whether you're building a business or advancing your career, settling down or settling up, choose Chautauqua County, where every step you take is toward the life you love. Start your next chapter at livechq.org.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Looking for local stories, student shows, and community sports? You can stream all of our original content anytime on Roku, YouTube, are free mobile ads for iOS and Android, or online at CCS-TV.com. Plus, we're on social media. Follow CCS Television on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to stay connected with everything happening at CCS-TV.
Aiden Bray will come out for his second inning of work. He will take on the bottom of the Tarp Skunks order. 9-10-1 as Nolasco, Dumas, and Smith do up for the Tarp Skunks in this inning. 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Skunks. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Ironbacks as we are in the bottom of the 6th. Tarp Skunks looking for their 19th win of the season. First pitch taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Nolasco comes up 1 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch and scored back in the second. Had an RBI single back in the third inning. Takes that one outside for a ball, 2-0. Nolasco out of the University of Tampa. Hasn't gotten a lot of reps here this season. And as of recently has made the most of his time out there. 2 hits in Niagara the other day. As that one taken for a strike. Curveball catches the outside. That was filthy. That was one of the, if not the slowest breaking ball I have seen in a long time here at Detrick Park. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Nolasco goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Matthew Dumas.
Yep, he scored his first time on plate, getting hit in by, was it?
No, he singled in the second, stole a base, was stranded off third, and then grounded out to second his second time up.
So he didn't score?
He did not score.
I don't know why I had him scoring.
So he takes a curveball in the dirt for a first pitch ball. It happens. 1-0. That's a fastball on the outside. 2-0. Top of the order due up next with Nolan Smith. And the pitch. Inside, 3-0. Dumas doing a good job keeping his eye on the ball. Could have the green light with 3-0. Does not. That one outside for a ball, and Dumas on again for the second time tonight via the walk. And that's going to bring up the top of the order, Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith playing first base. Usual start for him. He's gotten on base 3 times today.
Yeah, there was a good long stretch where he was in the leadoff slot. That one's taken for a ball, 1-0. Then a couple of games where he was dropped down to the middle of the order. Kind of changed things up a little bit and back into the traditional leadoff spot. Dumas off first. Runner goes. Pitch taken for a ball. Throw down to second. Nowhere near in time. As Dumas didn't look like he started to slide until his foot was on the bag.
Yeah, kind of slipped there.
Yeah, be careful. That's how you jam an ankle, jam a knee. But it's also what happens when you have a lot of speed.
Yeah, I don't even know if he meant to slide. I think he meant to, leap, I guess you could call it. Just have a long stride to try to get that foot on the bag. I think he just slipped.
Yeah, I was deciding whether to go head, foot, or feet first, I think. There's a high drive, right field and deep. Going back on it is Keene, still going back, and he makes the catch with his back to the infield. Tagging and moving to third is Dumas, and Smith putting a charge in one that came maybe 15 feet from the fence. And with 2 down and a runner in scoring position, Jacob Haynes stands in. They're going to appeal at second, saying Dumas left early. And that's just silly because Dumas is just fast. Going to miss his speed.
Yeah.
But again, you know, we've got Dom Costello, the Godfather, on the bench. He's got speed as well. As the first pitch to Haynes taken low for a ball. 1-0. Bray with the long look in and the pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. Look out on the concourse. 1-1. This is a good-sized crowd out here. I haven't had a chance to actually go out and check. I think I might do that between break. There's a breaking ball that misses way off the plate. 2-1. Ben Slanker on deck.
Yep.
Dumas off third. Skunks with a 6-run lead, looking to add on to it as the pitch to Haynes. It's a high fly ball.
That one's foul.
Third base side, foul and out of play. And he's getting closer to finding the center of the barrel. And if that happens, watch out baseball. Team leader in home runs with 4. Ground ball to third, gloved by Kip. Throw on to first in time, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Still 7-1 Skunks.
I've definitely got more comfortable like being in front of the camera, and I got to like meet new people.
If you are into like cameras and news and stuff, I would come here. You get to do a lot of cool stuff. You go to like one of those baseball games, usually you're just stuck in the stands. But with us, no. You can go on the roof or on the field.
If people want to learn more, you just have to go to CCS-TV.com.
Schultz is the place where you can not only find your next new car, you can customize it exactly how you want it. Build a vehicle from one of your favorite brands. Secure rebates and incentives and expect delivery within 6 to 8 weeks. Get the keys to your ride in-store or in your own driveway and enjoy a year of complimentary Schultz Auto Care. Walk in to view our exciting inventory of vehicles arriving daily, or schedule your digital consultation online today to discover why we say you can't beat a Schultz deal.
Seventh inning summary is presented by Schultz Auto Group, proud sponsor of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Visit any of our locations in Jamestown or Warren or online at schultzauto.com. Summary is pretty simple. So we're seeing Hunter Bell, who making his final start for the Tarp Skunks in 2025, going 3 innings, only giving up 1 hit or 1 run on 2 hits. That's all the Ironbacks have been able to manage. The Skunks, though, came out with an early lead, 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, and have a 7-1 1 lead as Mark Holm on the mound for his second inning of work. He'll face Bishop, Butts, and Hubble. 4-5-6 for the Ironbacks. First pitch lined to right. Bremner took a couple of steps in and makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away, and that's going to bring up Butts. Marcus Butts 0 for 1 or 1 for 1 on the day. Was hit by a pitch, had a single back in the 4th inning, and was wiped out on a double play. And the first pitch from Holmes taken for a ball outside. 1-0. Skunks on the road Tuesday at Newark, Wednesday at Niagara, and then after the Thursday game against Niagara Falls, back on the road against Niagara Falls. So 3 straight with the Americans. That's going to be a crucial 3-game home, and home series. As there's a line drive to Nolan Smith, gloves it, and there are 2 out. LO3 in the scorebook for me. And with 2 down, that's going to bring up the left fielder, Chase Hubble.
So LO, line out?
Yep. First pitch at the knees for a strike. 0-1 the count. Holm definitely has that bullpen mentality. Come out, come right after the zone. Don't mess around. Don't try to paint. As that one might have been a little too much. And in the dirt, 1-1. That one missing again. 2-1 the count. Batavia winning, Niagara Falls winning, as that one inside 3-1. So the Skunks need to win to keep pace here. Next week, I think, is probably going to be the most crucial in the season. With 3 against Niagara Falls, really, as that one's taken for a ball, and a 2-out walk to Hubble, that's going to bring up the third baseman, Carter Kipp. You know, with those 3 games with Niagara, I think are really going to solidify playoff positioning. Right now, a snap throw over to first. Good throw, but Smith a little late on the tag. And Hubble will have to think about how far he's going off the bag. Home with a deceptive move to first. There's a foul off. And it's 0-1. Tarp Skunks with a win tonight would go to 19. Niagara Falls and Batavia are set to go to 21. So, not a lot of wiggle room. Skunks need to go and take care of business as that one's fouled off. 0-2. I might have to clear my schedule next week. I might have to be going up to Niagara Falls a couple of times.
Yeah, definitely. It's fun to watch games.
As that one bounces in the dirt, I would swear that it actually made contact with Kip, but everyone had a good laugh, and back to business now. 1-2. And Jacob Haynes calling time as our home plate umpire with an excellent demonstration how to get everybody's attention.
Yeah.
And the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Picked up by Marshall. Flips on to second. And the side's retired. 6-4 on the putout. We go to 7th inning stretch time. Take a break with the 7th inning stretch, courtesy of the Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, where they impact lives, empower futures, and achieve results. Whether you're banking in person or online, SCFCU is proud to serve the Chautauqua County community. Learn more at 665-7000.com. And let's hear it for the Tarp Skunks. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 7-1 Skunks with the lead. We'll be back.
At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
Looking to feed the family, the whole team, or just your own hungry self? Honest John's has you covered. We're talking fresh-made subs, crispy wings, and pizza so good you might just start happy dancing. Trust Honest John's for takeout, delivery, and easy online ordering so you can get the goods without lifting more than a finger. Or stop in for our famous all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. From crispy wings to cheesy pies, Honest John's satisfies. Order now at honestjohns.pizza.
As we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, Aiden Bray still on the mound for the Niagara Ironbacks. It'll be Ben Slanker, Justin Bremner, Nathan Borchardt, 3-4-5 for the Tarp Skunks. We are in mercy rule territory. 4 runs for the Tarp Skunks would end the ballgame at this point. As Slanker stands in. 2 for 3 on the day, a couple singles and a strikeout. Does not have an RBI. It's the first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0. Slanker, again, I made a reference to a late season replacement, Zachary Cordes, last year. Reminds me of him and that same production. That one missing in for a ball, 2-0. If you remember, Cordes came in and had a 2-week stretch where I think he hit over 600. Breaking ball missing up high, 3-0. And for Slanker, he's one of the few guys on the team that I would just give the green light to on 3-0. Because if Bray can get it over fastball here, you might see Slanker flex his power. Swung on, fouled straight back over our head. And onto the concourse, 3-1. Just waiting to hear the thump off the roof that never came.
Yeah, it looks like it just popped up a little bit over. Probably out of the stadium. Hopefully everyone's car's all right.
Swing and a miss, 3-2. I don't think it had enough to get out to the parking lot, but definitely out to the concourse.
I mean, maybe a bounce.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the worst thing is you go and get your nachos, your bottom of the 7th inning nachos, and the ball comes and knocks them out of the hand. That would just be terrible. Fouled straight back on the 3-2 pitch. And even with the ball being 25 feet below our window, still had me flinching a little bit.
It had potential. I mean, that's what most of them look like before they pop up, so.
Oh, yeah. Might get a glove next season, just wear it when left-handers are hitting. That one up and in, and a leadoff walk for Slanker. So he gets on for the 3rd time tonight. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Justin Bremner. 0 for 2. Been hit by a pitch, reached on a fielder's choice. drove in an RBI and struck out. Oh, he's back to the pink bat. Did he break the blue one?
Did he just break it?
Wow. I don't know. He might have broken his last at bat. There's a pop-up shallow on the infield. A couple steps back is Bedrosian. He puts it away. And that's out number 1.
So that would be a fly out, not a line out?
Yeah, that's definitely a fly out.
To Bedrosian.
And with 1 down, Nate Borchardt stands in. 1 for 3, couple RBIs. Slinker takes his lead off first. Outfield playing straight away. Infield in double play depth. First pitch is a breaking ball up high for a ball, 1-0. Got to be careful with those breaking balls up there. If you hang something up in the zone, that's going a long, long way. So Bray playing with fire here. 1-0. Fastball comes in for a strike, 1-1. Brady McGuire on deck. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 7-1 ball game. And the 1-1. Curveball, and that was the hanging variety. Nathan just got underneath it. 1-2. I think the right fielder Keene's playing in a little shallow. Borchardt does have good pull power. One and two. Fastball in the dirt, 2-2. Tarp Skunks trying to get their 19th win of the season, which would be a milestone this season. Last year, the Tarp Skunks only won 19 games. There's a curveball flicked into left field. That is a base hit. Well, that's what you do with you get a pitch just outside the zone, moving slow. Don't try to do too much with it. Just flick your bat head out there, make contact, and good things will happen. As now with 1 out, 2 on, that's going to bring up Brady McGuire. Tarp Skunks third baseman, 1 for 1 officially. Does have 2 walks and a stolen base. First pitch taken for a ball, 1-0. No action in the Niagara bullpen at all. Get you caught up on some of the scores around the West. Newark with a 1-0 lead over the Auburn Double Days. That one is in the bottom of the 7th inning. Niagara Falls with a 14-7 lead over the Geneva Red Wings. So that one's fouled off toward the lights and out of play. Off the restroom and on to Faulkner Street. That's some good bounce on that one. Batavia 3-0 over Elmira, top of the 7th inning. And the other games are out in the West. Is that one up and away, 2-1. Mohawk Valley and Amsterdam tied at 2 apiece, bottom of the 6th inning. Utica with a 3-0 lead over Boonesville. That in the bottom of the 8th. Glens Falls with a 2-1 lead over Aniata. That in the bottom of the 6th inning. As Slanker got caught stealing, went a little bit too soon. And so 2-5 on the putout. And now there's 2 down. 2-1. That changes the complexion of the at-bat a little bit. And with the 2-1 pitch Comes in low, 3-1. Thought for a second Borchardt was going to go. I think Borchardt does have one stolen base on the season. The pitch. Swinging, there's a chopper, 2-3, gloved by Kip. Throw on to first, just in time. On a play that could have gone either way, but the inning is over. No runs on one hit. One left, we go to the top of the 8th inning. It's 7-1 Skunks.
Welcome to the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, located at 15 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. Visitors will see photographs, awards, apparel, and other sports memorabilia. We invite all visitors to stop in the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame and learn about the sports history of Chautauqua County.
New pitcher for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks is Landon Castor, making his 4th appearance for the Skunks. 3 innings pitched. He is 0-1 with a 12 ERA. 1 hit, 4 runs, all earned. 6 walks, 3 strikeouts. Tarp Skunks will be back on Sunday for Bark in the Park, presented by Purina Dog Chow. Doubleheader, bring out your 4-legged friends. It is sure to be warm. It is sure to be a good time. And our final buyout night here in Jamestown is going to be July 17th as the Niagara Falls Americans come into town. It is from Live CHQ, First Responders Night, Medical Healthcare Professionals Night, presented by Live CHQ. Our final buyout of the season. The Tarp Skunks are going to need your support as we make the march to the playoffs. And then, of course, Saturday, July 19th is Strikeout Cancer Game. You can go to the website, JamestownTarpSkunks.com, and place a bid on your favorite player's game-worn jersey. As Bedrosian, Briggs, and Wilson come in here in the top of the 8th inning. Well, it's going to be Brock Granger as a pinch hitter for Bedrosian. And he will probably stay in at first. So Landon Castor standing in with a 6-run lead. First pitch missing for a ball, 1-0. It'll be Granger, then Briggs and Wilson, unless more changes are made. That one missing for a ball, 2-0. Bedrosian finished the day 0 for 2. He had struck out and popped out, so Granger getting his first at-bat here. That one a strike on the inside corner. Castor looking in. Swinging a foul tip at the plates. As I think that got Haynes right in the gut. 2-2. So when you're extra grateful for that protection and that padding. One, I only played catcher one season, and between the foul tips into the chest, into the face mask, into the knees, into other susceptible body parts, it's just you have to be a certain kind of crazy to want to do that. So there's a high fly ball. Medium depth out in right field. Bremner camps under it and puts it away for out number 1.
Yeah, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, number 30, Grayson Briggs.
Yep, Grayson Briggs staying in the ball game. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI. The first pitch, taken for a strike, 0-1. Castor coming in, firing heat. And the 0-1. Whew. Filthy fastball. Swung on a missed, 0-2. Looked like you put a little extra something on that one. And the 0-2 pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Wilson on deck. Castor with the deep breath. A breaking ball misses high. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Tomorrow, the Skunks are off. It's going to be an interesting day as the Niagara Falls Americans has a doubleheader with the Elmira Pioneers starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Geneva will be at the Niagara Ironbacks. Newark will be at Auburn. And Buffalo and Batavia will get their delayed exhibition game as that one just missed I don't know where.
See, that was one of the best 3-2 pitches you could throw. That was heat right down the middle. I don't know how they got called a ball. Questionable.
Just one of those where, sometimes as an umpire, you will freeze. And that, it does happen. Geneva put up a run against Niagara, now trailing 14-8. That one's fouled back just over the visiting booth. And out of play. It was 14-6 earlier, I think. Now 14-8. So Geneva's got some fight in them. They definitely have some comeback ability. Is that one down low? 1-1. For Wilson, he's grounded out to third and struck out. Briggs off first and a snap throw, and you could hear the entire dugout yelling back. There's a very good crowd here in Jamestown tonight. It's that one missing outside, 2-1. Two and 1. Briggs with a long lead off first. There's a swing and a miss. Wilson out in front of it. Looks like Castor took something off that one. It's 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Castor gets Wilson. Second time tonight that he's gone down on strikes. And with 2 down, we go back to the top of the order. And that is going to be Matt Evans standing in. Evans 0 for 3 on the day. He's flown out to left. grounded out to first and a snap throw over to first. And then grounded out to first, or grounded out to the pitcher. So fly 7, 3, 1, 1, 3, all first inning putouts. So that's a pop-up on the infield. Marshall calling for it, putting it away. And the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Ironbacks. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's still 7-1 Skunks.
I've definitely got more comfortable like being in front of the camera, and I got to like meet new people.
If you are into like cameras and news and stuff, I would come here. You get to do a lot of cool stuff. You go to like one of those baseball games, usually you're just stuck in the stands. But with us, no. You can go on the roof or on the field.
If people want to learn more, you just have to go to CCS-TV.com.
Schultz is the place where you can not only find your next new car, you can customize it exactly how you want it. Build a vehicle from one of your favorite brands. Secure rebates and incentives and expect delivery within 6 to 8 weeks. Get the keys to your ride in-store or in your own driveway and enjoy a year of complimentary Schultz Auto Care. Walk in to view our exciting inventory of vehicles arriving daily, or schedule your digital consultation online today to discover why we say you can't.
Today's game. Today's game comes to you from the Wegmans broadcast booth, where community comes first. Wegmans is committed to serving you and supporting the teams and communities we love. From the baseline to the produce aisle, Wegmans is rooted in relationships, quality, and care. As we're back in the bottom of the 8th inning, Tarp Skunks up 7-1. On offense, Tarp Skunks have their 7-8-9 hitters in Brady Marshall, Joaquin Rodriguez-Costa, and Aiden Alasko up to bat.
All right, Sebi, as we are marching toward the end of this ballgame. Brady Marshall standing in. Marshall with a 1 for 2 day and a walk. Single walked, has an RBI. Geneva put up another run. It's now 14-9 as Niagara Falls giving up a couple of runs in that bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Brady Marshall is taken for a strike, 0-1. Auburn has taken a 2-1 lead over the Newark Pilots, as that's a swing and a miss, 0-2. That game out in Newark in the top of the 8th inning. We're in the bottom of the 7th in Batavia, 3-0 still. Muck Dogs over the Pioneers. Marshall standing in, waving that bat back and forth. The pitch fouled off. Oh, and almost hit a young lady. Standing right behind the dugout. And she collects the baseball and decides that the seats are probably a better spot for her to be in for the rest of the night. She might not have a bad idea. There's a fly ball out to center. Evans easily puts it away for out number 1. As we're going to get a pinch hitter now for Rodriguez Costa is going to be Nico Frizzell. Frizzell has had a rough season, 3 for 31 on the season. Owen won the count. Curveball right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Coming into this bat, 0-97. One of those hits, though, an inside the park home run at Niagara Falls. There's a check swing, went around. 0-2. Aiden Bray stands in, takes that deep breath. As there's a foul back to the screen. 0-2. Aiden Alasko on deck. As Frizzell waits, 0-2. Pitch in the dirt for a ball. So Frizzell stays alive. And we'll see another pitch here. As the sixth inning is over in Geneva, we're going to the top of the seventh inning. 14-9 Niagara Falls. See if Elmira can come back as there's a breaking ball off the plate. Good job by Butts to frame it and try to bring it back, but just too far out. Auburn putting up another run, 3-1 in Newark. As Scoreboard Watch 2025 begins. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Frizzell goes down swinging, and there are two away. So Aiden Alasko stands in. For Alasko, he was hit by a pitch, had an RBI single back in the third, and struck out in the sixth. So 1 for 2. He's been on base twice, has scored a run. The first pitch in the dirt for a ball, and Bray disgusted with himself a little bit on that one. Looked like it just slipped out of his hands there. The 1-0 pitch. Taken at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Matthew Dumas on deck would be next. And that might be the last time I get to say that this season. And the pitch. Down and in, 2-1. So Hunter Bell, in his final game with the Skunks this season, I think put up a performance to remember. Is that one down? 3-1. Jace Rutowski, Mark Holm, Landon Castor all coming in relief and doing a great job. You almost want to, ask, get the access to the bullpen phone and see if we can get Anthony Serrano up for one, as he's also getting ready to depart. As there's a pop-up first base side, gloved by Granger at first. And the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Skunks. We go to the ninth inning. Jamestown with a 6-run lead. It's 7-1.
Welcome to the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, located at 15 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. Visitors will see photographs, awards, apparel, and other sports memorabilia. We invite all visitors to stop in the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame and learn about the sports history of Chautauqua County.
Looking for a post-game spot the whole crew will love? Honest John's has something for everyone. Subs, wings, and our famous pizza buffet. Find us or order online at honestjohns.pizza.
All right, we go to the top of the 9th inning. New pitcher for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks is Cole Schwoko. And new catcher for the Tarp Skunks here in the 9th is going to be Branston Lindquist. Let's get you the numbers on Schwoko. If I can find him, he's here somewhere. There he is. 7th appearance on the season, has no record. 5.79 ERA in 4 2/3 innings. 5 hits, 10 runs, 3 earned, 7 walks, 3 strikeouts. So a little bit of an up and down performance this season for the new left-hander.
So this will be Matthew Dumas's, well, most likely be Matthew Dumas's last appearance at center field for the season, unless they put up 6 runs.
Well, let's not throw that out there. Carter Shin standing in, 0 for 3 on the day as Schwoko's first pitch popped up. Shallow right field, Bremner drifts over and easily puts it away for out number 1. So Alex Keene standing in. And I've said it 3 times today. I'm going to say it for a 4th. Ironbacks All-Star stands in.
Yep, he is 0 for 3 on the day.
He's grounded out to Marshall twice, flown out to left field.
Over to Slanker.
Yep, first pitch down low for a ball, 1-0. Bishop on deck. And Butts in the hole if someone can get on and extend. Who do you got for your most valuable stinker tonight?
So tonight, I think a lot of people stood out earlier in the game getting base hits. Mine probably would be Nolan Smith.
Okay.
He had a sacrifice fly, I believe. That was a sacrifice, right? Earlier in the 6th inning?
No, that was not a sacrifice.
Okay. Well, he got 2 hits. He was doing good at first base, and I think leading off, he did a very good job today. He almost had that. He had a crazy hit. Well, it wasn't a hit, but fly out pretty far. And, yeah, I just think he played great today.
All-around good call. I'm going to give it to Hunter Bell. You know, especially with the nerves that he probably was feeling a little bit early on as that one goes to the backstop, 3-1. I think Belly did a good job in clearing all that out, especially when, you know, back in the 2nd inning, bases loaded, nobody out. Frank Jagoda came out and gave him the pep talk, and from there ended up only giving up 1 as Keene walks. And that'll bring up the 3rd place hitter, or 4th place hitter, Andrew Bishop. Bishop's had a bit of a different look, 1 for 3 on the day. Singled and scored back in the 2nd. The only Ironback run to this point. First pitch from Schwoko, and that one's taken for a strike. Schwoko. I've been butchering his name all season long, and I want to extend my sincerest and deepest apologies. It's just one of those names that the words do not translate to the tongue, as that one is cut on a miss. 0-2. Schwoko looks over to first. Snap throw, and easily back is Keene. I don't think the Ironbacks are going to risk running into an out at this point. pitch. Down low and away. 1-2 the count. This game that started off on a very slow pace took over an hour and 20 minutes for the first 2 innings to get through. And we're sitting about 2 hours and 45 minutes as there's a swing and a miss for out number 2 as Bishop goes down on strikes. And that's going to bring up Marcus Butts, the last chance for the Ironbacks. Hit by a pitch, singled, and lined out to Nolan Smith at first. So 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. Swoko kicks and throws. There's a wild pitch off the glove of Lindquist, and moving over to second is Keene. Oh, Niagara Falls answering right back. It's now 17-9 in the top of the 7th inning. So I think we could safely say Niagara is going to get their 21st win of the season. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. Hubble on deck would be next. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball well off the plate, and Butts could not lay off of that one. 1-2, so the Ironbacks down to their final strike here.
And I believe that it looks like...
Swing and a miss! Sorry about that. Swing and a miss. Ball game over. And the Tarp Skunks close this one out by a final score of 7-1. The Tarp Skunks record improves to 19-11 on the season. The Ironbacks drop to 4-27. Time of the ball game, 2 hours, 44 minutes in front of a almost, if not sold out crowd here at Detrick Park on buyout nights. And again, we would like to remind you that the next time we are on the air will be this Sunday as the Geneva Red Wings come in for a doubleheader, 4 o'clock, first pitch for game number 1. I'd like to thank everybody in the production, the broadcast crew, out in the cameras, in the production booth. And I'd also like to thank my broadcast partner, Sebi Gibbs, for filling in, calling the action in the 5th inning. Good job, Sebi. Until Sunday, until Geneva, I'm Dre Guinness, thanking you for joining us here tonight and saying good night, everybody, from Jamestown. 7-1, your final.